What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Ron P Media, and shouts out to all my medians for tuning in. And in this video, I'm gonna just show y'all the simple and easy way to mix and master your vocals. I'm just going to teach you guys how to do it by ear, because a lot of people don't understand frequencies and dBs and stuff like that. So and then on top of that, you know, it's kind of hard for somebody to tell you add this much gain, add this much dB, add this much compressor, when everybody's vocals is different. That's not accurate. You know, you might have an artist like Snoop Dogg, and then you might have an artist like Eminem. You know, to mix their vocals, you can't do the same exact thing. So for somebody to tell you you got to add this much for this or add them, it's not accurate. So I just want y'all to start learning how to listen and know what you're listening for. And I'm gonna show y'all some of the things that I use when I'm mixing and mastering a song. Also, your microphone. Make sure you have a decent microphone. If you're gonna do music, use a condenser microphone and an audio interface. I'll put in the description some good microphones. You know, they don't have to be, if you're starting out, you don't have to spend $10,000 on no microphone. You know what I'm saying? So you can just get you a nice microphone for a reasonable price. I'll put some links in the description to some affordable and decent microphones. Also, I'll put some links to some good audio interfaces that's inexpensive as well. But your microphone determines your mix. You know, if you have a good microphone and your vocals are warm and full going into the microphone, you're going to get a better mix. So the first thing that you always want to add, I can't tell you how much to add, but you want to always add a compressor to your vocals, because a compressor will help with smoothing out all of the different sounds, you know, because one part of the song you might be high and then the next part you might be a little low, so it kind of evens everything out, you know. So that's very important. Always add a compressor to your vocals. The second thing that I personally add is Fruity Parametric EQ 2. That just helps with, you know, taking out some of the bass in your vocals, because you don't want a lot of bass in your vocals. So taking out a little bit of the bass, raising the high end so it sounds a little sharper, a little more clear, you know what I'm saying? So always add an EQ. What I also add, which isn't necessary, but what I also add is a little reverb to the vocals, you know, just to give it more of a room sound. You know, you don't want to add too much, you know. I mean, I guess if the song requires it, but you never really want to add too much reverb. And I also add a delay, just a little, you know, just to give it a little bit. You know, every song is different, you know, so just add a little delay. Something that's always necessary regardless of what kind of vocals, R&B vocals, rap vocals, you want to add a sound goodizer that just raises the vocals, make it, you know, sound a lot more clear, and you know what I'm saying, make sure that the people can hear it, you know. So a sound goodizer is always good. And with this particular vocals, like, you never just want to raise the sound goodizer all the way up like that, you know, because too much volume causes distortion. I don't care if you had your gain down low, whatever. Too much volume causes distortion, and distortion kills your mix, and your mix is everything. So, you know, just usually when I add it about, you know, maybe a quarter of the way, or about right there, you know, that much, not too much. So, you know, but a sound goodizer is always necessary. I personally add Maximus, which is another form of a compressor, to it, just because sometimes it's okay to add more than one compressor. Sometimes it's even alright to add more than one parametric EQ, you know. It just depends on the song, you know. You just have to listen by ear, you know. So if you feel like you need to add another compressor to the song, then that's fine, you know. But one thing you don't want to do is just compress your vocals too much. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do too much, then they start sounding muffled and sound like they're straining to be heard. So you don't want to add too much of a compressor, you know. Optional, but usually the last thing I add is a Fruity Stereo Sharper, which is it just pretty much just like kicks the vocals in the ass, pretty much. It's just like, okay, once it sound good, add a stereo sharper just to throw it up there. Matter of fact, y'all make that sound when y'all add it. Be like, So I'm gonna play a song right now that I mixed or whatever, and it's actually mastered. I don't know how it's gonna actually sound coming through your phone or your computer or whatever, but in person, like I said, it sounds full. The bass in the song don't overshadow the vocals. The vocals sound warm and strong. And yeah, I'll just play it real quick.
I'm about to fuck shit up, but let's get one thing clear. I never been a hoe, when you know I keep it near. I get up every morning, I just had to run it up. My bitch said on my lap, and she made it disappear.
Shouts out to J Buck, that's the artist whose song that is. But like I said, that song sounds clean. The vocals sound warm and full. The bass doesn't overshadow the vocals. And again, like I said, when y'all mixing and mastering, just do it by sound. Don't try to pull up no sheet and try to read, you know, hertz and gigahertz and stuff like that. You know, it's no wrong way to do it if that's what you're listening for, if that's what you want. If you want your song to sound a certain way, then just do it by ear, because you're gonna drive yourself crazy being like, oh well, the guy in the other tutorial said raise the dB up this much and he said lower the gain, and it might not sound right for you. So again, just listen by ear. But those are some of the things I use in the mix. I hope you guys understood what I meant by using your ear to mix and master. You know, I hope you guys understood what I was trying to get across or whatever. I know sometimes I be rambling, but I just want y'all to have some good sounding, crisp, warm vocals and good mixes, because I used to drive myself crazy trying to figure out how to mix and master, or paying all this money to people to mix and master, when, you know, it's a pretty simple task, you know. So just do it by ear. I'm not no professional. I'm not no guru at mixing and mastering. You know, I'm still learning also as well. I'm just teaching y'all some of the things that I know. So if you guys got any opinions, suggestions, questions, leave them in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel and like it, so I pretty much know that y'all rocking with me and I keep making these videos. If you want me to make a video on something in particular, just comment down below, and that's my word. I will make sure that I make that video, and if I don't know how to make that video, or if I don't know what to do in that video, I definitely will send y'all in the direction to somebody who made that video that I think is trustworthy for y'all to watch, or something. We'll figure it out together. Y'all teaching me, I'm gonna teach y'all, you know what I'm saying, because there's some things I don't know. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Ron P Media. Peace.